Welcome to Gun Sage. Settle into your favorite chair, pour yourself a steady cup of coffee, and prepare for a meticulous examination of the absolute pinnacle of firearms engineering. Whether you are a veteran who understands the value of a dependable defensive tool, a mechanical purist who studies the fine art of metallurgy, or a guardian of your family's heritage looking to invest in uncompromising longevity, you belong here. Today we are analyzing 7 of the most accurate rifles ever forged by human hands. We will look past the marketing gloss and focus on the steel, the history, and the relentless pursuit of mechanical perfection. Before we examine our first platform, please take a quiet moment to subscribe. Your presence here preserves the deep, historical reverence for firearms that this channel stands for. Let us begin our evaluation. Opening our exploration is a highly specialized instrument born from a very specific ballistic problem, the Kel-Tec M200 intervention. For decades, military engineers understood that traditional heavy machine gun cartridges, while devastating against materiel, suffered from transonic destabilization. When a heavy projectile drops below the speed of sound at extreme distances, it buffets and loses accuracy, making surgical precision on personnel past 2,000 yards a matter of chance. The solution was not just a new rifle, but an entirely new mathematical approach to ballistics. Enter the 408 Kel-Tec cartridge and the M200 intervention designed to harness it. This is a platform built for extreme long-range authority. The M200 is constructed around a massive tubular receiver housing an incredibly thick, free-floated barrel. This heavy contour is strictly necessary to mitigate the microscopic harmonic vibrations that would otherwise amplify into significant misses at 2 miles. The projectiles themselves are not poured lead, but solid copper alloys turned on a lathe to perfect concentricity, ensuring they remain balanced and supersonic far beyond traditional limits. Recoil management on this 30-pound behemoth is surprisingly manageable. By utilizing a heavy spring in the tubular, retractable stock, the rifle absorbs the immense rearward force, allowing the shooter to maintain their sight picture through the optic. At a retail cost often brushing $14,000, and with ammunition that must be carefully sourced, and this is not a casual weekend plinker. It is an uncompromising, highly specific mechanical masterpiece reserved for those who view marksmanship as applied physics. Transitioning from a highly exotic to a rifle that fundamentally democratized precision, we examine the Ruger precision rifle. Historically, the barrier to entry for true long-range accuracy was fiercely prohibitive. A shooter had to purchase a factory hunting rifle, discard the wooden stock, pay a master gunsmith to blueprint the action, hand the locking lugs, and meticulously glass bed the receiver to ensure consistency. Sturm, Ruger & Company, a manufacturer with a rich American heritage of building reliable tools for the working citizen, observed this problem and engineered a brilliant factory solution. What the genius of the Ruger precision rifle lies in its inline recoil path. By designing the upper receiver and the stock to sit on a perfectly straight axis, Ruger directed the rearward force of the cartridge straight back into the shooter's shoulder. This mechanical geometry completely eliminates the muzzle jump and torsional twist that plague traditional bolt-action rifles, allowing the operator to self-spot their impacts with ease. The barrel is cold hammer forged from 4140 chrome moly steel and utilizes 5R rifling. This specific rifling profile uses 5 lands and grooves with sloped sides, which significantly reduces projectile deformation and copper fouling, extending the barrel's lifespan while delivering surgical precision. Tipping the scales at roughly 10 to 11 pounds depending on the chambering, its weight makes it an incredibly stable platform off a bipod, effectively eating the felt recoil of modern cartridges like the 6.5 Creedmoor. At a highly accessible street price of around $1,500, it stands as a proven, reliable instrument that proves world-class accuracy can indeed be achieved through intelligent, modern assembly lines. Advancing further into the realm of modern military adaptability, we find the Beretta MRAD turnaround. When the United States Special Operations Command identified the logistical nightmare of deploying separate sniper platforms for different operational environments, they demanded a singular, time-tested solution. They needed a rifle capable of transitioning from heavy anti-personnel Magnum rounds to standard intermediate cartridges without ever returning to an armor. Beretta, a company long respected for their heavy-duty defensive tools, answered with a multi-role adaptive design. The mechanical heart of the MRAD is an extraordinarily rigid, monolithic upper receiver machined from a single billet of 7000 series aluminum. This continuous spine ensures that heavy thermal or night vision optics can be mounted forward of the day scope without the slightest deviation in point of impact. The true engineering triumph, however, is the barrel retention system. By loosening two simple, accessible torque screws, an operator can slide the barrel free, exchange the bolt head, and seamlessly swap from a .338 Norma Magnum to a .308 Winchester in austere field conditions. The match-grade trigger module is equally modular, dropping out without tools to easily sweep away sand or debris. Weighing in at over 13 pounds empty, it is a substantial piece of equipment, built for durability rather than a lightweight mountain hunt. Commanding a retail price near $6,000, the MRAD is a testament to uncompromising military heritage and the absolute authority of American engineering. Our journey now takes us to the dense, snow-covered forests of Finland with the TQ T3X TACA1. Finland possesses a long, deeply respected heritage of producing expert marksmen and firearms that refuse to fail in sub-zero temperatures. The engineering challenge here was taking the traditional, glassy smooth TQ T3 hunting action and migrating it into a modular tactical chassis without introducing stress points that could warp the receiver. TQ achieved this by utilizing a meticulously extruded, rigid aluminum chassis that completely free floats the barrel, ensuring perfect harmonic consistency regardless of how the rifle is rested or what accessories are attached. The bolt throw is a masterclass in machining. Featuring a two-lug design with a 70-degree lift, the bolt body is engineered with such precise tolerances that running the action feels completely frictionless. It cycles with a surgical, fluid motion that prevents the shooter from disturbing the rifle's resting position. The two-stage trigger is renowned among purists, breaking cleanly at an adjustable 2 pounds without a hint of overtravel. It is the kind of mechanical perfection that instills absolute confidence. The proprietary folding stock mechanism does add noticeable weight to the rear, bringing the overall mass to just over 11 pounds. But this translates to a beautifully balanced rifle when shooting from barricades or prone positions. Priced reasonably around the $2,000 mark, it is a time-tested, highly refined defensive tool that punches far above its financial weight class. Before we move into the final 3 legendary platforms, I want to take a moment to address those of you watching from your workshops, your living rooms, or your loading benches. The collective wisdom of this community is an incredible resource. I encourage you to open the comment section and share your own experiences. Tell us about the heritage firearms in your safe that have delivered uncompromising accuracy for decades. Let us know which historic actions you trust the most, and while you are there, please ensure you are subscribed and have liked this video. It is your dedication to the mechanical truth that keeps this channel thriving. Now let us return to the steel. Looking toward the rugged alpine peaks of Austria, we examine a rifle steeped in centuries of European barrel-making tradition, the St. Eyre SSG08. St. Eyre Mannlicher revolutionized the concept of the modern police and military sniper rifle in the 1960s with the SSG69. Utilizing synthetic materials well before they were standard. The SSG08 is the modern evolution of that time-tested pedigree, only engineered specifically for professionals operating in vertical, unforgiving environments. The mechanical foundation of this rifle is St. Eyre's proprietary safe bolt system. It features 4 massive frontal locking lugs that provide a lockup so robust it can withstand catastrophic overpressure, ammunition failures, venting gases safely away from the operator's face. But the true soul of this Austrian masterpiece is the cold hammer forged barrel. During the radial forging process, a massive mandrel is beaten into the steel, aligning the metallic grain structure and leaving a distinct, beautiful spiral pattern on the exterior. This metallurgy results in an interior bore that is so flawlessly smooth, it requires virtually no break-in period and provides exceptional longevity, maintaining surgical precision for thousands of rounds. Or the chassis is a highly ergonomic aluminum block featuring a fully adjustable folding stock with an integrated precision machine monopod, allowing the operator to build a rock-solid firing stance on uneven, rocky terrain. At roughly 12.5 pounds and carrying a retail price of nearly $6,000, it is an investment in old-world craftsmanship merged with modern tactical modularity. Nearing the absolute peak of our list, we find a rifle that entirely redefined the architecture of precision, the Accuracy International AXSR. To grasp the significance of this platform, one must look back to the 1980s. Malcolm Cooper, a brilliant English marksman, recognized that traditional wooden or fiberglass rifle stocks were inherently flawed. Environmental factors like humidity and extreme temperature swings caused the stock materials to expand and contract, placing uneven pressure on the action and destroying a rifle's zero. His solution was an uncompromising mechanical departure, bolting the action directly to a rigid aluminum chassis. Decades of battlefield refinement have led to the AXSR. The flat bottom action of this rifle is bonded and bolted directly to the chassis, creating a mating surface that is impervious to any environmental shift on Earth. The bolt itself utilizes 6 locking lugs, offering an incredibly short and fast throw. More importantly, it features an anti-bind rail system. In a high-stress defensive scenario, if an operator applies heavy lateral pressure while forcefully cycling the bolt, it will not bind or lock up. It glides with absolute mechanical certainty. Okay? The 2-stage trigger is engineered with such refined geometry that pressing it feels like a direct extension of your own intent. Tipping the scales near 15 pounds and demanding a price tag of roughly $8,500, the AXSR is a heavy bomb-proof vault of a rifle. It is the standard bearer for chassis systems, delivering absolute reliability when failure is not an option. Taking the premier position on our list as the ultimate embodiment of the gun sage philosophy is a rifle that has quietly and confidently served as the silent professional of the Arctic Circle, the SOC-O TRG-42. While newer, highly complex chassis rifles often dominate the conversation, the SOC-O TRG represents the absolute zenith of purpose-built purist engineering. Designed from the ground up to tame the ferocious, time-tested .338 Lapua Magnum cartridge, the TRG-42 is not a modified hunting rifle. It is a dedicated, uncompromising military asset. The receiver is not merely machined, it is cold hammer forged from a specialized proprietary steel alloy, resulting in a grain structure that provides unparalleled stiffness to support the heavy profile barrel. The bolt utilizes 3 massive, symmetrical locking lugs that allow for a fast, 60-degree throw, ensuring the operator can extract spent brass and chamber a fresh round without breaking their cheek weld. Instead of a skeletal aluminum frame, SOC-O engineered a high-tech composite stock molded directly over an aerospace-grade aluminum spine. This specific material choice is brilliant. In sub-zero environments, exposed aluminum draws heat rapidly away from the shooter, but the composite skin of the TRG remains neutral to the touch. Furthermore, this stock design eats the heavy recoil of the 250-grain Lapua projectile, turning a punishing Magnum into a remarkably pleasant rifle to operate. The trigger is a fully adjustable, mechanical masterpiece that breaks with surgical precision. Weighing an incredibly balanced 11.5 pounds and priced around $4,000, it avoids the hyper-expensive accessory traps of modern modular systems. The SOC-O TRG-42 takes our #1 spot because it is a proven, timeless authority. It is a bomb-proof piece of history that continues to deliver extreme accuracy under the most brutal conditions on the planet. As we conclude our detailed evaluation of these magnificent platforms, we must return to a grounding reality. A rifle, no matter the pedigree of its metallurgy or the cost of its optics, is strictly a mechanical tool. The most flawlessly engineered action cannot read the mirage for a wind call. It cannot steady your breathing, and it will never replace the quiet, disciplined hours spent dry firing and practicing fundamental marksmanship. Yet when you place a reliable, time-tested rifle into the hands of a dedicated shooter, the mechanical and the human seamlessly merge. There is a profound, quiet dignity in understanding your equipment, respecting its heritage, and achieving perfect alignment to send a projectile exactly where it was intended. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. If you value this level of mechanical truth and historical respect, ensure you are subscribed and have liked the video. Stay vigilant, stay disciplined, and continue to study the mechanics of perfection. This is Gun Sage, signing off.